The 21-year-old Serbian international striker and center forward Dušan Vlahović has had an amazing start to the year and start to the season with his club Fiorentina, putting them into 5th place, and he's been the reason for doing so. He's not just the star of his nation, he's the star of his club. And he's had some contract issues this past year, and it's hit a little bit of a block, a little bit of a hit, as reported from Fabrizio Romano this morning, reporting what Fiorentina's president, Kamisu, has said this morning. But guys, before we jump into things and jump into the conversation about Dusan Vlahovic and how he's been doing, be sure to hit up that sub button. It means the world to me, and make sure I can get the best football content possible for you guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the sub button, and drop a comment down below on what you think of the video and the content. We're going to jump straight into things, guys, and start talking about Dusan Vlahovic and his amazing start to his time at Fiorentina. Well, Dusan Vlahovic has been amazing at Fiorentina this year, starting off the season with 7 appearances and netting 4 goals and an assist. His XG has been 3.1, and he has been by far their best player, and he is by far their best asset. But Dusan Vlahovic, his new contracts have hit a pitfall, but more so to be exact, they have collapsed. Fiorentina president Kamiso came out this morning, and he has said, Vlahovic has not accepted our huge contract extension proposal. We've been trying for months, but it's over. That is massive for me, guys. With Dusan Vlahovic, his president at Fiorentina, saying contract talks are completely over. That is huge, especially with Vlahovic turning down a massive extension. That says a statement, because Vlahovic's contract is up in June of 2023 at Fiorentina. So they still have this year to get rid of him. But then next year, you're scrambling to sell him, and you know you're going to get significantly less, because all the other clubs know that you need to sell him, you need to move on from Dusan Vlahovic, because he wants to leave. And you don't want to keep a star, a talent like him, and you're not going to rot with him when he wants to leave. And he's just going to, it's going to be a bad atmosphere, because he's got to leave, and other clubs know he's got to leave. He's going to get significantly lower of a fee for a player who should be going for a heck of a lot of money, when you could have sold him this year for around 70 million. So it's very interesting to see the situation around Dusan Vlahovic, because like I said, he's the reason for Fiorentina's success. If you want to look at where they are on the table right now, they're sitting in 5th place on 12 points. And that is unbelievable for a team like Fiorentina, who weren't that great last year. If you look at who they're ahead of like Lazio, they're ahead of Atalanta. But last but not least, they're ahead of Juventus. That is unbelievable. The teams ahead of them are Roma, Inter, AC Milan, and Napoli. You can't go wrong with that. But Dusan Vlahovic, he's a top-class striker. He's a top-class center forward. Like I said, 7 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. 5 goal contributions in 7 games. For a 21-year-old. This guy's pretty mobile for his height and for his age. He's 6'2.5". He is a man mountain, and he's just a great player in the air. Obviously, as you'd expect at 6'2.5", I sure hope he's good in the air. But my Premier League fans out there, if you want to compare him with someone, compare him to Chris Wood or Callum Wilson. He's very good in the air. He can score you lots of goals. And if you look at last year's season, and 34 starts and 37 appearances, he had 21 goals and 3 assists. That was his breakout season last year, and he was phenomenal. And I do think he should be keeping moving up the footballing pyramid. I do think finding a new move would be great for him, but I don't think he should take that step up so fast. I do understand he's going to be turning 22 when he wants to take that step up, but I do think he should take it gradually and work his way up and not make a fatal mistake and jump up to a big team when he's not ready, or the club's not going to use him as they should. And I think it's very interesting just to see that the contract talks have hit a pit stop, because it's going to really hurt Fiorentina, because they're on the right track. They're making progress. They're in 5th. They're playing very well, and they're up at the top of the table. And that's because of Dusan Vlahovic. And if he leaves, that club's going to take a huge pitfall, because yes, they do have some other good players, but no one who's going to score the goals like him. They've had an amazing summer, but you got to look at the other players up for value if you're looking on transfer market. Nicolas Gonzalez, that was an unbelievable signing this year. He's a great player. Then you have the likes of Amrabat, who's 25. And you also have the likes of Milenkovic in the back. So no one else who's going to score you those kinds of goals that Dusan Vlahovic is going to produce. So it's a very big of a hit, of a pitfall for Fiorentina, because they're not going to be able to get that kind of sum of a fee for him anymore. So it's a very interesting time for Fiorentina and for Dusan Vlahovic. But if you want to know how he plays, he is unbelievable at finishing. He's a great finisher of the ball. He was fantastic last year, scoring 21 goals. And his aerial duels are fantastic. He likes to do those nice little flick-ons, nice little headers to flick it onto his other attackers, of course, because he's that tall. He's great in set pieces and winning headers and crosses. And he is very good at pressing, but he does not dive into tackles. Holding onto the ball is one of his weak points. As a 6'2.5" striker, you would like for him to improve. But at the age of 21, he will still get there and improve. Would be very interesting to see where he would go in 2023, or if he does get sold this coming summer or this coming January before that contract does start to wind down. But guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of Dusan Vlahovic and his contract issues, and how contracts have collapsed, and where you'd like to see Dušan Vlahović go if he does leave Fiorentina. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that sub button and the like, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.